Welcome to Oracle FM channel. In this channel, I am periodically posting, uploading new videos about Oracle 19C new features, 12CR2 new features and data account implementation and flashback and restore point creation. And it's all about now we are in 19C. So I am going to discuss about this video. In this video, I am going to discuss Oracle 19C, one of the new feature. So here it is. I have prepared the steps, and this is the steps we are going to make it in action. I'm going to give you a live demonstration. Oracle and its new feature: automatic flashback of standby database and restore point creation in the primary database. It will be automatically replicated in the standby side. So this is what we are going to discuss in this video. One of the new feature in Oracle 19C is that either when a flashback or a point-in-time recovery is performed on the primary database in an Oracle Data Guard configuration, the same operation is also performed on the standby database as well. In earlier, what we will do if the primary database will be restored or recovered from that point in time or flashback, we need to rebuild the standby database. In this scenario, in Oracle 19C new feature, the scenario will be changed. So we have come up with a new feature. It will be automatically standby database also will be flashed back with that primary. When we are performing the flashback in primary side, it will be also doing in the standby side also. We no need to rebuild the standby database. This is an excellent new feature in the Oracle 19C database. And following a flashback of PITR operation, a primary database is then opened with the reset log option. The reset log leads to the new incarnation of the primary or the PDB in the primary. Okay. Then what's the new then in Oracle 19C? A question here. In Oracle 19C, the MRP process on the standby database, the new incarnation, and moves the standby database to the new branch of redo and then flashes back the standby or the pluggable database on the standby to the same point in time as that of primary or the PDB and the primary side. Okay. In earlier releases, we had to obtain the reset log, SCN number, and the primary, and then manually issue the flashback database command and the standby database to enable manager recovery and to continue with the redo apply process. Okay. Further, another new Oracle 19C feature is also we are going to discuss here. When we create a restore point in primary database, it will be automatically created on the restore point as well as on the standby database. This is also excellent new feature. It will be automatically replicated. Earlier in data guard environment, what we will do if the application teams are asking to create a restore point, or we need to any upgrade before upgrade or any changes in the database primary database. What we will do, like we need to create the restore point in standby side first, and then after 2 to 3 minutes gap, and we need to create the primary database. So the restore point. So what we will do here, here the excellent new feature also it came on with the 19C. We will create in the restore point on the primary side. It will be automatically replicated in the standby side as well. The restore points are called replicated restore points and they have the restore point name suffixed with a underscore primary. Okay, cool. This is cool feature, right? Yes. Okay, let us have a look at this feature in action. Yeah, I am coming up with. I have the 19C databases are running and it is in archive log mode enabled and the database running with flashback. So it is running with the flashback on. So it is flashback capabilities is enabled in this primary side. This is primary side. So the lab primary side. So here this is standby side. Okay, here you can see the database are running and the max log sequence also verified, and it's that applying also it's happened. It's up and running and it's syncing with the primary database. So all the logs got up, and so I have opened for that alert log as well. We are going to in action what will happen in the backend and the alert log. We will see both the databases alert log have been opened, and we can see this is standby, this is primary. Okay, so now we have verified the flashback on that primary side, and the same thing we need to verify the standby side as well. Select flashback. So it is also enabled. Okay, so how much percentage it is utilizing? So parameter recovery, select set lines, pages, select start from $3 recovery area usage. So it is utilizing 2.6 percentage only. It is in the space is utilizing, and the stay on the same side and primary database as well. So parameter recovery. Okay, it is configured. Okay, cool. So now what I am going to do live demo. I am going to do one demo like alter session set container, select username from DB users. So here it is. I have created Ramesh. I'm going to create one table here. Create table Ramesh dot all objects from select star from all underscore objects. Okay. So I have mentioned like as this is a CTAS method. I'm creating CTAS create table and select as. So I'm creating in PDB. Okay, I'm creating a table in PDB. So table got created. Select count of star from. So here it is. This much count will be there in that database. So I am in PDB. Okay, I have already created a user, and in that user I have created one object table name all underscore object. So I have created like CTAS method create table as select, like create table from insert all object as select star from all objects. Okay, so it is done. And now what we will do, like create a restore point. Now alter session set container cdb underscore root. Select earlier what we need to do, we have to verify that is there any other restore point is there or not? We can verify with this query. I have already executed and standby side. So I am checking, is there any restore point is there? So there is no restore point. Okay. Now we are going to create a guaranteed restore point in container level. So now you can check. Earlier I have checked in the standby side, there is no restore point. Okay. Now we have created that restore point in primary side. You can check. In primary, the restore point will be created. It is guaranteed restore point. This is a SCN number, time of creation, and replicated. It's no here. Okay. The same thing we can check verify in that standby side. Also, you can check that alert log here. Create a guaranteed restore point. Okay. In standby side also. We can execute this query. You can see here, earlier there is no restore point in the standby side. Now you can see. Alright, you can see here it is. Just a same SCN number. Guaranteed here, guaranteed no. Okay, because the created it is available in the primary side only. Okay, it is replicated to standby side. You can see here replicated. Here no. Here guaranteed yes. Here no. Here replicated no. Here yes. Okay. The time of creation also the same time. Okay, it is replicated. Okay, fine. Now what we will do, we verified this restore point. It is created on the standby side. Not that on the standby database side, the restore point has been automatically created as the same name with the suffix of primary. Okay, you can see here primary. Here there is no nothing. Okay, underscore primary, it is suffix name added in the standby side restore point. Okay, then now what we can do, like so we have verified this and all in the primary side, and also we need to verify with that standby side as well, but it's in mount stage only, right? In standby side you can here see here it's mounted. Okay, then what we will do, on the primary database we can see that replicated column has that value of no on the restore point, while on the standby side as value is them yes. I showed you already. Okay, then we have verified all these things that are replicated or not, everything we have verified, and now yes, mm, now simulate a case where a human error has been made, or we need to perform flashback operation on the primary to resolve the human error. Okay, flashback is performed to the restore point created earlier, and then we then open the database with the result log option. Okay, now what I am going to do, truncate that earlier created table. I have created table, right? I will create, so create test Okay, what we will do like C the test. So container level we are creating user, we need to mention common C hash hash, we need to mention. Okay, let's create a, what we will do like you can create table all objects as select start from all underscore objects. So I'm creating table in the container level. I'm going to give you a simulation. What I'm giving like I'm allocating the quota of the particular user. What I'm give like that I have allocated unlimited quota for that user in the table space. So now we can create so the table got created. Now select count. Okay. Now what we will do, dot restore point to point name. So we have dropped the existing restore point. It is also dropped in standby side as well. You can check. Okay. So I'm going to create a new restore point again. Because I have created a table right in container level. So that I dropped and recreated. Now you can check it is there. Here also it is there. Okay. So we did. Now what we will do, truncate the table. Truncate table. So table got truncated. Okay. Now you can check. There is no zero records. Okay. Okay. Fine. So now similarly a case human error that we have truncated or something dropped or truncated the table human error. Flashback is from the restore point created earlier and we can open the database and select option. So I did the truncate table and what we will do like you can see put it in sub immediate set immediate. So we can get possible network disconnect with the primary database because of we shut down the database. Startup mount. We are going to flashback the database because human error, something that the table got truncated, there is no records, but that table wants to restore back. And what we will do, like earlier we have created the restore point. That restore point, based on the restore point, with that restore point, we are going to flashback the database. Okay. Then now flashback database to restore point, and that is one we created. Okay. Here also you can see now flashback database to restore point, which is created this one. You can see here flashback is happening, flashback is completed. In the meantime, you can see in that standby side alert log, now alter database, open reset logs. What is happening? Alert log. Standby side. It is done. You can see here in standby side, incomplete recovery update until change. This is the time as SCN and flashback media recovery complete. Stop changing tracking, setting recovery target incarnation to 3. Started log merger process, manager standby recovery start real time apply. So it is standby side also that flashback got completed. You can see here this log incomplete recovery happened and setting the target incarnation to 3. Manage record standby records to start real time apply also started. PDB is 3. Okay. So far we have did this one. The standby database also placed in mount mode and we'll see the MRP process and standby database will start and perform that automatic flashback operation in standby database as well. Yes, here it is. I showed you all. This is what happened. Okay. And then we will bounce the standby database here. So PDB, everything looks good. Archive log list is started. Alter system switch log file, couple of switch, archive log list. You can check here. Select shut immediate. In the meantime, we can check that database. Select count of CSS test all underscore objects. What the user we created earlier. This yes, it is there, right? Now we have passed back the database. The table got truncated earlier, and then we have flashback the database. There is no records in the table, and then after flashback it is there. You can see here. Okay. Now the standby side startup mount. Now we'll check that MRP is running or not. So it's not running. We can start the MRP. Now you can check. So the sequence number for its applying log, sequence number 4. It is been reset. That newest oldest incarnation, like you can see here, archive log list, that max log sequence number 4. Here it is. Logs are applying 4. Okay. So the database, standby database also been resetted, like flashback to that incarnation. Okay. Looks good, right? It's a coolest feature in 19C database. We no need to rebuild, and we no need to put an extra work on the standby side. It is very interesting and coolest feature in 19C database. And then what we will do, check the alert clock on both the side, and we have verified all the things, and we can see the message and Flagswork media complete. That standby database alert clock. We can now open the standby database and alter database open. Yeah, we can open like database standby side. It is in alert clock media recovery completed here. You can see where it is. See here, flashback media recovery complete. At this stage, you can open the database, like our database open. The database open. It will open read only. Okay. Yes, we need to stop that MRP and then open and then stop that MRP, like. Okay. Then why we are opening like in database read only mode? We need to verify the table truncated, right? The table we have truncated in the source side, right, and primary side. We need to verify that standby side. So that is what we are trying to open that database. Okay. Anyway, it will you can see the log sequence number. Earlier, what is the log sequence number? Earlier, you can see 35, 35, 35. Okay. Now this firstly newly started, that incarnation will change and it is started as open reset logs we have given, like, and then the database got a flashback in the old state, like. Okay. This is what we have discussed in this video. Hope you all liked this video, and it will be an very interesting, coolest near future in Oracle database. This is one wants to show you all to with that demo and simulation. So thanks for watching Oracle F1 channel. Kindly subscribe and share. We will meet you in next video and another interesting video. I'm going to explore like how to recover PDB in PDB seed. It is in unusable state. In my next video, I'm going to demonstrate like how to restore PDB underscore seed if it is unusable state or corrupted. With backup, without backup, we are going to discuss. I'm going to demonstrate with the live example. Okay. See you all. We will meet you all in next video with an interesting subject and Oracle 19C features or Oracle 12C features, anything. And kindly watch Oracle F1 channel and do subscribe and share and like. Thank you. Thank you all.